What's up, everyone? It's Trace Face. I'm listening to a song right now called Leave Me Burning by the band Vulgarity. Ah, yep. If you listen to these lyrics, you guys, there's some underlying truths to these lyrics, let me tell you. Leave me burning. Wow. Check out the song if you guys want. It's followed by other songs such as Silhouette that is on this album called Funkyology by this band named Vulgarity. And yeah, it was the summer of 2011. As a matter of fact, it was this very night. Let's see, 11 o'clock. Yep, that would mean that was the exact time I was on the dance floor with the devil. I was on the dance floor with him. It's where I met him. It was this very night. I had a very interesting day. Hi, Betty. I had a very interesting day. It started with me waking up, and I had the flood of memories come in, and I cried. I had my cry, and I moved along with my day. I had to job coach one of my clients today and be there for him, make sure he keeps this job, and I had obligations today, but I had to actually end up in the very same neighborhood that I met him tonight. My good friend, who's now I walk her dogs for her. She does my hair for me. She literally, her salon is like where she works. The salon where she works is like right across the street from where we met. So here I am, 8 years later, driving right past where I met the narc. And so as I thought about that day today, and I thought about the memories, and I thought about how hard it is to process sometimes, I wanted to read you guys an email that I got, because I literally had I had a moment today where I asked myself, like, what was this all for? Like, why would anybody be subject to go through something like this? Why would anybody think for the longest time that they had met their soulmate and the love of their life? And when they think back to these good memories, they're good memories. They don't understand how could that person be another person? How could that person actually be another person the minute they were away from your sight? How is that possible? How is it that how is it that someone can look you in the eye while they're making love to you and say things that will always be stuck in your head? So I want to be strong for this. Having said that, I came home tonight to this email that I wanted to read to all of you. And I'm not gonna, I won't say your name. I just want to read your words, because it was a very hard day. When I woke up this morning, it was really strange. I came downstairs, and I realized the day. I realized what the date was, and guys, this is what happens, we remember all the dates. We remember the anniversaries. We remember the birthdays. We remember the holidays. Those are the days that are hard, that we have to try and process and get through. And they're hard. And the reason I'm putting myself out there tonight, the reason I'm doing this is to show you guys that this is what human beings do. We're humans, and we're not always going to be strong. But the good news I do want to share with you guys is I haven't felt that wave of sadness since the day of the divorce. I really haven't. I had about a month or so that I processed that divorce, and it was hard. It was very hard. But the tears that I had this morning felt like those tears that day in the divorce court. They were really they were really, it was like a sobbing, you know, it was sobbing. But think about it. That hasn't happened since December. And after that happened this morning, the rest of my day, I was like finding myself laughing about things, you know, and kind of making jokes in my head about certain things. And that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do to survive. But I wanted to tell you guys, I came downstairs this morning after I had my cry, you know, I had my cry over it. I had my cry over the flood of memories of this day. And I came downstairs and I looked, I could hear the sound, the ticking, and I was like, you know, this is obviously, for those of you that don't know, this used to be my Meme and Pepe's house. And my Pepe loved to collect clocks. And so he's got a lot of old clocks in here, and they always die, you know, and I got to get a new battery, or I got to wind them up. And the one in here in the kitchen had died. And so as I was coming downstairs, I could hear the clock, and I looked up, and it was like 10, it was 10 to 1 it said. And it was back on again. And I'm like, why is this clock back on? It's been dead, and the battery died a long time ago. And it was like, it was so loud, the ticking, the ticking, the ticking. And I stood there and I looked at it, and I said, yeah, that's called time. And time is the most important thing. Time, you know. And so for all of you tonight, I want to remind you of that. You can't get time back. So that is why, if any of you are new to the channel and you might still be with your narcissist, I want you to think about that long and hard. Everything is time. You think about it. We go to work for what? Because we're trying to get some time on the weekends and time at night to be able to spend with those that we love, or to do the things we really love to do. And when you're with a narcissist, what's going on is you're wasting your time. And then you're going to be like me, you know, and you're going to have these hard realizations at 38 years old. So as I was processing all of this today and thinking about all these things and thinking about how now I want to spend my time, I want to share with you guys this email that I got tonight, because it couldn't have come at a better time. And it is very, let me try to get through it. This is a client I've been working with for many months now. I think since he was probably one of the first ones that I started working with. And sorry guys, it's doing that awful thing again because the weather out here is bad. Hopefully I can do this. And if I have to, I will record what I have to say. If it keeps doing this, I'll record what I have to say and make it a part 1, part 2. We were emailing each other back and forth, and we did another session this week, and we had a lot of stuff to guys, I want to share with all of you that when I do sessions with you, I do. So sorry guys. All right. This is part 1. I'm signing off to finish this video for part 2. Please bear with me when I have to upload the video. It does take a long time. So I'm going to get through what I have to say and upload it. Um, and it's doing this, but I have a lot that I want to say, and I'll start the next part 2 off with my view of counseling and how that model is changing. I'll be right back with you. Thanks for being with me tonight.